Hello fellow academics and welcome back to the next episode of Going Medieval. This time we're gonna be focusing on making our alcohol supply a bit more constant. I'm gonna do this by first expanding or a little bit micromanaging our berry area, but more importantly we're gonna do the research path down Mead, which, we've already put in the beehives. We've got 3 of them, which will also help us level up our animal handling skill. And that in the long run, hopefully, will help us with all of our problems. Because once we have trained our dogs, we can utilize them to be haulers in our settlement. And that will free up precious time for our settlers to do other things, more important things. Well, maybe more important things. Alright, so let's go in here. To go to brewing, we already have preserved food. We need to go down the cooking path and then into brewing. We already have the necessary research for cooking, so let's unlock this, which also allows us to place a stove into our kitchen. So no more cooking over this fireplace over here. I am gonna not destroy it, but just move it to the other side, just to be safe. And then we're gonna put our stove in this corner right here. So let's have a look at what our stove needs. Limestone, excellent. It is big, but that is to be expected. And I think we can actually place it here and still get access to it. But we could also just play it safe and leave sort of this one gap area over here. But I think I want to place it closer to it, in the hope that it will pan out. But we'll see. Worst case is we're gonna figure out that it's not the case. Alright, we do wanna make sure we edit this out. No red currants, no barley for now. And then we're gonna do this until you have, let's say 20. Because we wanna produce ultimately at the stove. Which should be actually done really soon. Bit precarious situation with, it being right on the edge. But let's see if that kind of works out. In order to test this, I'm actually going to remove the food from there. I'm going to place the meal over here until we have, that's fine, red currant off, barley off, and here we go. And then we're going to say until we have 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 2 settlers. So let's actually do 45 instead. Alright, here we go. We can also produce lavish meals, which will also be great. We're gonna reduce the amount, so this will use up some of our herbs. So we need to be a bit more careful with that, but produce them until we have 10, I think sounds good. And then I think we're all set. In the long run, I want to move our food production into lavish meals completely, as this will make our settlers a lot happier. Speaking of which, we should see if somebody has the necessary skills to place herbs, and somebody does. So we're just gonna put an entire row in here. And then we're gonna add an additional area for herbs over here. Let's actually expand this pretty far. This right next to our bee area will also, in real life, I would want that to be the case because it will help for your herb production to be a little bit more effective. Holden is mining. You don't have anything left to build, mate? I guess not. So, what is actually your marksman? You have level 5. Why don't you actually, instead of mining, mine is on level 2. I'm gonna put that on level 3. And instead we're gonna put training all the way in the back. Here we go. Put that on level 2. I guess he would be training both, which is not necessarily what I want. So for now, let's actually let me actually remove these. Now he is training, And I think in the long run we want to have our storage area for our practice targets much closer to this corner right there. Which we could do, but I think for now it'll be more beneficial if he just keeps practicing instead of us trying to improve that. Can you actually place them inside? Will you get a bonus if you place them inside? I wonder. Huh. Alright. Future stuff to explore, but for now, I think we're in a pretty good situation over here. We are producing our... Oh, I completely forgot to double check. Okay, this seems to be working. So we are producing our food in our kitchen. Let's put this actually down to 35 since we're producing lavish meals. How is her research is available, but I don't think it's the right one yet. Nope. So brewing is coming up soon though. We only need 10 more. 10 more chronicles, and then we can put in our brewing station, maybe even just down here. So we had increased the heat down there, in the winter at least, to be warm enough for the fermentation to happen at the maximum speed. Or we put our brewing section even further down. Where should we place it? Hilaria is not having a good time with people. My oh my. You're becoming annoyed because you're lacking entertainment? Well then go and do some entertainment stuff. I'm so useful. What would my settlers do without me? Right, anyways, we do need our brewing station. Or figure out where we're gonna place. Merchant. Excellent. We could place our brewing station closer to this area, but it kind of feels out of place there. So instead, this area could be nice, but I kind of want to leave this open as well for a potential secondary den. Maybe for chickens, maybe for rabbits, we'll see, whatever comes our way. So where else could we place it? I guess you would want to place it a little bit further away because it will smell. Not that it's a horrible smell, but it might not be the most pleasant smell. So what if we place our brewing and fermentation station actually all the way up here? It's not too far from the storage area. It is far enough away from our living quarters. And I think our animals wouldn't, well, I never ask animals if they would mind, but I don't think they would mind. I hope not. So let's just do that. Let's create a relatively big space. Because I think we also want to have the fermentation then ultimately happen. No, well, the fermentation would still happen down there, I think. But a little bit of a bigger space might be good, then we can store the ingredients that are necessary for this in here. And that will, in the long run, speed up our production steps. Okay, so all of this is in. I also want to make sure that in the long run we're chopping off these. And then we're just gonna put in a wicker roof. It doesn't need to be super closed off, and I think people would appreciate sort of the slight aeration that happens through it. Oh, we do need some windows in here. And we're gonna place them right away. Put a window actually just on both sides of the door. That's definitely plenty of windows, and that will do the trick for us. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. You're preparing food, need you to stop. We want to see what this guy has to barter. Apple saplings, we definitely don't need those. We have a female donkey. I think our current one is male, so we're definitely gonna do that. Wood workbench, don't need any of that. banner with bear skin. Kind of nice. Don't really need that. A candle. Chicken? Here we go. I swear this was not planned when I said I would like a new scoop, but that worked out pretty well. Alright, clay bricks, don't really need that. Mushrooms. We could actually just buy a bunch of food. Oh, we're really low on cabbage seeds. So let's buy more of this, and we're really low on carrot seeds. We do have plenty of beet seeds and an insane amount of flax seeds. I actually sell 100 of these. Right. Still need to give him 182 worth of stuff. So let's have a look. What would you want? Winter clothes. Good, fine. Oh, we do have more summer clothes. We have a wolf carcass still. Since we can very easily produce that, you know, let's sell off some of our research. We do want to go into beer brewing. Alright, if we don't sell off our research, what can we sell off? Herbs? We have 24, but we're gonna start using it for our food production. We have a ton of carrots, but we're definitely not selling our carrots. We have some gold harvested. We do have a ton of salt as well. What if we give him... Well, that didn't really make a dent. Alright, so this is too far down. We could sell like 100 of our tallow. That would at least give 50. Also still have the pheasant to work with. And I think the next thing we would do is actually sell up of our clothes. We have a ton of carcasses. I need to make sure that we're using them up. Like, that there's meat production going on. Alright. We are just lacking. So the rest I'm gonna sell off some of our research. Accept. Yes. Donkey, you need to be trained. Where are actually the chicken? One is here. Overview, domestic animal. Monkey, need to rename you later, but for now I really wanna see where the chicken is. Okay, you're up here. That's cool. So they can go in there. We will make more chicken, which will be good. Maybe we'll actually place them up here, because then I can also put down some, or can make it much bigger. Nah, it would be nice to have them kind of connected. Maybe I could connect them through a tunnel and then bring them up here. That's getting a bit ridiculous. So let's see. Future problems, so to speak. Alright. For Neil, you're hauling to stockpile. Why are you hauling stuff to the stockpile? Now you're roping things. Good. Holden, you're getting resources for construction, right? Because I still have set you up for construction. Oh, actually, give me 1 second, guys. Alright, and I am back. So, let's see. What did we need to do? We are getting more and more animals in here, and I think this is kind of the big thing that we need to tackle. I would love to keep them down here. Some of them, at least. And maybe this would be a great place for the chickens. Yeah, because I don't quite know how we would expand this over here. But maybe this is where we need to kind of replace this area. move our animal part overall into the back here, giving all of this a little bit more space. Anyways, future worries for now. So one thing that will happen, your animals will need enough space to actually... Oh, we have another settler. Jacob has joined us. Jacob, what are your skills again? I completely forgot. Speechcraft and smithing. That's sort of the main things you're good at. But maybe we don't really need anyone with speechcraft, do we? Unless I get rid of her job and let Jacob do it. Yeah, he seems very happy to be a gala. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. You're not a prison warden anymore. I'm gonna retract you. You will be unhappy, but that is okay. Now, we do need to give him his own house. And that is a challenging part. Hilaria, I'm briefly gonna remove you from your house. Sorry. The new guy needs it because he will be the prison warden. Which means now Emma is also happy again to do things that she wasn't before. And you are not so much, but Gala is definitely your first priority. And then we might just have you do some mining actually. That actually makes a lot of sense. When you can, just talk to the prisoners, otherwise do some mining. Alright, here we go. That looks much better. We do need one more bed now in our settlement. And it also tells us we need... we need more housing. Role duties in the schedule I'm missing. Oh, right. Here we go. And this is sorted now. Friendly visit, we're just in the middle of it. Settlers are becoming annoyed. Kema, roll revoked -6, but you eagerly did something, so it kind of balances out. Alright. Merchants are leaving. That's fair. We do need to now look into our brewing. How far away are we? 11 Chronicles. So we're actually close. We have now the building for it though, which is awesome. Going to set up the walls to kind of match at least. And that means we will also move this one up here. Put you on this corner. And then the brewing can go on the other side. Settlers are becoming annoyed. You'll get over it, girl. Sorry again. Wait, where are you? Oh, you still have your own house. At least I didn't kick you out, so hey, that's good. Yeah. It's still very mean. They were just all happily eating at the table, which is kind of cool. Our dog keeps eating the prisoner's food. It is 7 stews, so overall that will be okay. We're still running a little bit low in terms of food. Now she should have the sole focus. Oh, he's practicing. I was like, who's hunting? No. What are you doing? There we are. You're tailoring, and that's it. Pentecost is also tailoring. You will be happier with it though, so I'm gonna revoke this. You are not animal training. Repairing, that's fine. You can actually help with the hauling. What else are you good at? carpentry. That is your highest. That is not your highest priority. Mining. Need more miners. Here we go. Instead of repairing, I actually want you to mine. Alright. Research available. Nope. Brewing. Still 8 more. We're getting there. It just takes a little while. I really like this training area. Should chop down those dead trees. And then we should also chop down these to fill up that area. Also just get rid of these, clearing up this area a bit more. Ooh, we have another pet. Dog. Very just dog. Manage, overview, domestic. Here we go. Definitely go hauling. Treasure. I like treasure. Cutbird. No, Cutbird already got the donkey. So, Kema, I know I took your job, but here you go. You have a dog now. That's worth it, right? I think I'd be happy. Let's just make sure we're also training everything that we need to train. 1 male and female cattle, 1 male and female donkey. I need to rename you. Mrs. Donkey. I'm so creative, don't you think? Female chicken. And burrata. And then we do have still the male chicken, which is somewhere. Not the dung pile. Here you are. You're a rooster. Let's call you a roaster. You know, good enough. Right. What else are we doing right now? Let's actually have a look at how many resources we have. We do have now a bunch of people doing the mining, which is awesome. And I think in the long run, maybe it's worthwhile to just block off this area instead of keeping this effort up, like mining into this. Please don't destroy all of the berries. You are destroying all of the berries, aren't you? This is tough. Alright, nothing we can do about it. Research available, brewing is available, so let's unlock this. Build it in here. Where we are, brewing station, yep. Put you in right away. And we should also place a... Actually, we don't... Nah, we should place some heating source in there. Hailstorm has ended. Good, some of them are still left. We are also harvesting these. Hold on. Focus. I need you to build the brewing station. And then, like I said, we're gonna put in a heat source, which will help our settlers work in here in the winter. Well, maybe at least help them. We'll see. Here we go. We could do ale. We need barley. We could do that, but I think mead is the better one to go until we have 100. We're also gonna set this up to produce cheese until we have 20. And then fermenting fruit juice, well, we might be doing later. Alright, now we have more brewing to do, which means I think we need a second person to do the cooking. So Emma is obviously the best one with 31. Who else? Actually, let's see. You have nothing really to do. How's your cooking? 12. I might take that. cooking. Cooking is more important than mining. But the tailoring is still your highest priority. I think so. Because it makes you the happiest. We're completely lacking any material. Wow. Okay. Which means we probably want to expand our flax production. Which we could do just in the corner over here. Immediately gonna do that. Chop down this tree, which will give it a bit more space. We do definitely have plenty of seeds and stuff for this. But now this is pretty far away. So I think we also want to add a staircase over here. And I'm gonna make it more stable. For no reason than thinking that it would look better. Alright, what is Pernille's animal handling skill now? Still only 13. But at least we have now another animal to help us with the hauling. So, you know, getting there. And yeah, I think I will actually stop digging this part out and start thinking of how access over here would be given. So there doesn't seem to be any stairs kind of down this way. So what we can do is build a lot more walls. And I'm just gonna fill this up here, right there. Just like that. And this is, of course, too close to the edge of the world. So we'll need to do a little bit of a kind of corner in there. And then again, we're just double checking that none of these are actually in there. Huh. You're kidding, right? So, here's the problem with all of this. First, let me undo everything I just did. Another merchant seems to have come. Right, and now that I kind of damaged this, let's put it back in. Alright, so we have water flowing down here, right? Which means we kind of need to... I guess we could build this up. Put another level on top, let this flow over. Do I like that? Could do instead. What can we do to avoid? We need to block them from getting in here, right? At the moment they can just dip into the water and then they're just gonna swim into our camp. If we are going to build it up here. The only thing I can think of. What if we actually... No. That's like, what if we place it here and then like have it sort of fall down? I guess we could dig out the channel a bit deeper, which would prevent them from going down here. This is unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Because I would love to expand over here and get all of this out. But maybe we don't worry about it. Right, there's plenty of space here for us to build more houses. And then we can still expand down here. And I think that might actually be enough houses for all of our settlers to work on. Okay, somebody has done something over here. We do have fermenting mead juice now. Well, fermenting mead. It's not mead juice. Down here, 3 days until it's done. Awesome. So that is going pretty well. Alright, you know what? We will think about this part over here next time. Because I have been wondering, what if you were to put in a door? Not a wicker door, but maybe like a grated door. Will they be able to get through it underground? I don't know. I would love to test this. But here's the deal. Next time there's an attack, why don't we test this? I build it all up. Or let me know in the comments below, actually, if you want me to test this. So I'm going to put it all in place. And we will save the progress just before the next attack. And then we can just try it out. And I will upload this as a video so we all learn and know about this if you are interested. Like I said, leave a comment below if you want to see it. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.